we wanted a bit more space. The kids growing up, we wanted to kind of create a bit of a play area for them and get a bit more, get a bigger living room, and we wanted to be able to get guests over. So yeah, we wanted to extend our space.
Yeah, I
Lovely.
think so. Also, we wanted to have the open plan, living, dining, kitchen all in one, because we realized the previous house, if you were in the kitchen for too long, you were disconnected, and we weren't in the same place. And of course, it was a bit tired. I wanted something bright and light, and obviously, with two small kids, space is always what you're after. So yeah, that's pretty much why we decided we would probably look at extending. We didn't want to move because we liked the area, we're quite comfortable. So the next best thing was to add more footage.
When you
Lovely.
look for a builder, you hear a lot about stories where the work doesn't get done, doesn't get completed, and the builder kind of stops and goes away, and then you're kind of stuck. So we were quite worried about finding the right builder and making sure there was good communication.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think yeah, that was a big concern, because we've had friends and we've heard all kind of stories, and then it's a big project, when you're doing a whole conversion. So I think it was very important for us to feel we were able to communicate. There was an open dialogue, wherein we could have these discussions, and yeah, just have someone who pretty much on the get-go understands our vision, and then yeah, basically see the project to completion. That was something which of course is always a bit concerning when you take on a project like that.
we were looking at some builders and assessing who to use, and we were very happy with. I think Colin, you came over, and
Yeah.
you came and gave us. We discussed our project a few times, and I think we had some. I was quite happy with. We were very happy with the interactions we had with you, and you gave us some good
Yeah.
ideas. I also had an opportunity to look at. I think you had done some work in the neighborhood, and I think we were quite. Looked quite nice, at least from what we could see from the outside. We were very impressed. So yeah, we did look at a few other builders, but we felt most comfortable interacting with you, and we wanted to continue with Bradley Builders.
Yeah, I think also to add, I think when you initially came, and for us, it was the ease with which we could speak to you. So there was never an idea wherein you said, oh, that won't happen. I mean, we had our own thoughts, and I know Anand had his own viewpoints. If you didn't, you were very frank and very upfront in what would work, what wouldn't work. So I think it was the ease of communication, because we had a chat with a few, and we were like, you know what, if we can't work together now, it's going to just get a bit more problematic later on. So I think it was just the can-do attitude, willing to talk, listen, and bounce off ideas, which really impressed us, very honestly, at the start. So
Yes, yes.
definitely, I think we when we of course met up with you, we were quite happy to go ahead. Of course, there's always a, when you start off a project, you're like, you don't know which way it's going to go, so there's always the initial things. But I think as the work progressed, and I know Anand was more the front line, having conversation, coming in, and there was never a moment where we felt, oh, okay, we've not made the right decisions. So I think every step along the way we were like, okay, we're happy. And I must add, we always had good comments from our neighbors as well, just to make sure that everyone's happy, because they sometimes can come up and say, we don't like this. But to be honest, and credit goes to you and your team, they were very high praises. Everyone was, so everyone was quite polite and stuff. So I think overall, it makes you feel good saying, right, everyone's happy, we are happy, that channel of dialogue, communication is on. So
Yeah, I just wanted to say, I think your team were very good. So
Yeah.
I was quite happy with Richard and
Absolutely.
Ray. Probably call them out for real.
Absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely. I mean, to be honest, you didn't realize, when the work was going to go on. At least for me, I was like, okay, I need to see how it works out, the final picture. But when you came in, and I think even now, it just creates that extra space. All of a sudden, it's so light and bright. And given we're a busy household, we've got family staying with us. It just feels. I think we did the right thing, go on with it. And yeah, we're very happy with everything, to be honest.
Just the fact that we've got more space now, it's great. We've got like a nice area,
Yeah.
family gets together, much bigger. Kids love it. We feel really happy coming into our home. Now that it's extended. Just better. Yeah.
Absolutely. And it's not like anyone's coming in each other's way. There's ample space to spread out, to entertain. Of course, we haven't had much of that yet, still, given we are still in the phase of, restrictions and stuff. But I think it's great to be able to sit together as a family and still not be in each other's way. You've got kids either when you're cooking or kids are doing their homework, their crafts, and the TV is there, so it just feels like you're together, and that was the point we wanted, because otherwise it'd be in different rooms we all were. And I think for me personally, it was just the fact that it's much more brighter. I mean, because of the sunlight coming in, otherwise it was quite dull and dark, and of course it's not very pleasant to have that when the weather is also not on your side. But I just feel now it's more open, it gives you that positive vibe, that energy.
Definitely, yes. Absolutely.
I mean, in fact, we have had a couple of people, because they've known we've had our extension, and people always ask, and it's a word of mouth, right? Are you happy? That's what people want to know. So in fact, we have a few friends who've inquired, and we are more than happy to give a reference, and connect them and say, have a chat with Colin and his team and see if that's what you want and whether you come to terms with. So from our side, it's definitely, happy to recommend, because we're quite happy with everything that you and your team have done for us.
Oh, the other thing I would just say, always do your homework when it comes to who you pick for home extensions. Yeah, that's all. Yeah.
And of course we've said that, but I think it's also a credit to you and your team. I mean, we had different people come on for different projects, but there was never a point where we found, okay, we're not happy. I mean, each and every one who came in, and that's for everyone who did the job while we were in the house or outside. They were very professional, very polite. They knew exactly what they were doing. And it's always good, if you have something you want to talk about, you shouldn't feel like, okay, I can't bounce my ideas, or it's not acceptable. I think they were very open, and from us, I think it was a team effort. We said it's the team that comes across, and we've had absolutely no issues with anyone. So great team you've got, and I wanted to personally thank them all from our end.